What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of this tired ass Catfish, season 6, episode 2, Alante and Nevaeh. Listen, they tried it yet again, okay? And when I say tried it, I'm talking about the outcome. Once again, we get somebody getting catfished by somebody that they knew. Child, this catfish takes place in Saginaw, Michigan, and Detroit, Michigan, but mostly Saginaw, actually. So it's this guy, Alante. He's 25 years old. He has a daughter, no, a son. And I guess the son was like a one night stand type of thing, but him and his mama get along and all that shit, so they fine. But what wound up happening is he was talking to this girl named Nevaeh. She's 24, I believe, for the past 8 years on and off. And when I say on and off, I mean we'll talk for a few days, we'll chat it up for a few days, and then maybe she'll disappear for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months and then pop back up. Bitch, go ghost on me for a couple of weeks like that. It's over and done with. Go ghost on me for a couple of months. You text me, I'm gonna be like, who this? Okay, and then I'm gonna probably already had your number blocked. Fuck you mean, okay? That's one. They asked, have you videotaped, a Skyped or whatever? Yeah, but it's like, when we do it, I'm in the light, she in the dark. It's like she be saying, I don't want nobody to see me like this because my hair ain't done. Bitch, if y'all been talking for 8 goddamn months, bitch, I mean years on and off, that nigga don't give a fuck how you look. That motherfucker is in love with you and he ain't even got the pussy yet, okay? So what are you talking about? Girl, don't nobody care. I said something ain't right. You should have known right then and there. You should have ended it right then and there. He's in Saginaw, Michigan. She's in Detroit. At one point they was trying to meet up. They were supposed to meet at a mall. Girl, how come he was sitting at the mall for 2 hours and the bitch never showed up? He ain't never been with nobody else, but he said it was this one time he was talking to this other girl for like a couple of months or so, and then when she popped back up in the picture, he just went cold turkey and just was with her. I said 8 to almost 8 months, 8 years, 8 years. You're 25, so you had to been what? Damn, I don't feel like doing the math in my head right now. I got a headache. Fucking 17 years old. 17 years old, so that means she was 16 years old. Bitch, y'all young as fuck playing around on MySpace. That's what y'all was doing, okay? Probably was when Facebook probably first got started. But anyway, he talking about how this girl makes him feel. He's in love with her. He always thinking about her. And he recently went to the hospital because he works a lot. He works at a plant or something like that, and they said that it was dehydration and things of that such, but he said he felt like it was stress, and most of the stress is coming from where's this relationship going. I said nowhere. That's where it's going, sir. Nowhere. First of all, I am not about to be talking to somebody whether I see them physically or not, all right? That is going to cause me to get hospitalized because I'm so stressed out over the fucking relationship, or my appearance started changing. This motherfucker is 25 years old. That man looked like a grown ass 35, 45-year-old man, okay? He looked old as shit, okay? And Alante, let me tell you something. When Max and Neve went and got the information about, the shit that was going down with this person, they Google search, come to find out this is not Nevaeh. The real person is this beauty blogger or whatever she is. She's a popular person. Fine. Then they did some other research. They tried to find who were mutual friends of theirs on Facebook. And kind of found out it was like 46 people that were all from Saginaw. Okay. And so they called and sent a message to damn near everybody that they was mutual friends with. And one person called him back and was like, yeah, she just friended me 2 weeks ago and we was talking, flirting and all that shit. I was like, ooh, okay. Then Neve said two other people called him at home and said the same thing, and that they was talking for a month or so and all this shit. So basically, this girl is going around fucking around with a whole bunch of people, okay? So they go and tell Alante what's going on. He said, yeah, just come on over here to my house, bring some hot dogs, we having a barbecue. He go to the house, the brother outside. I said, damn, that's the little brother. He look old too. I'm like, y'all, and I said, fuck it. Y'all up in Michigan, y'all having a stressful ass life. I don't. Flint still ain't got water. Flint still ain't got water, and y'all fucking president still acting a goddamn donkey's ass. Okay, listen, I just can't. But anyway, so they get there. And we see his brother and we see his god sister. They talking. It was like, so you ready to find out what it is? How y'all feel about this? The brother said, I got a feeling that the bitch looked like Roseanne. I said, of all people, you picked out Roseanne. And it was like, what if it's a guy? It was like, here go the guy sister. No, no, no. It ain't no guy. It ain't no guy. Because I heard the voice. I heard the voice. And the way that he be talking to her and all that stuff, that's a woman. And it's like, you got to find out who this is so he can get closure. They've been doing this shit for like 8 years, and it's like, come on, it's time to reveal yourself. What it is gonna be. You can't be keep on dragging this shit out and stringing people along. And when I didn't think nothing of the conversation when she said that, but bitch, at the end I said, bitch, you got your goddamn nerves to say some shit like that, bitch. You was reading your damn self. Anyway, moving on from that. Alante, this is where I'm finna get on you at. So they started telling they went in the house and they told Alante all the stuff that they found. And they found this girl named Latoya or whatever, and they thinking that, hey, she might be the one that's the catfish, okay? He said that he never seen this person before. And when they realized that the person that he thought he was talking to was not really her, he was in his feelings, and rightfully so. First of all, you kind of put yourself in this situation to be talking to somebody on and off for 8 years that you never met. Never fucking met, and y'all are in the same state, and y'all probably only a couple of hours away from each other, and I'm pretty sure both of y'all got cars, okay? But either way, it was still a fucked up situation. Moving on from that part, he was sitting there in his feelings, and all of a sudden the cameras went down on the table where his nails was on the table, feeling like, how Get Out when he was crunching on the goddamn arm of that chair. He was doing that on the table. Bitch was pissed off, as he should be. But all I could focus on is the fact that let me tell you something. First of all, I am the type of person that, whether you're male or female, do not come around me if your breath stinks, okay? Do not come around me if your face is fucked up, meaning I'm dirty. Don't come around me if your hygiene is just messed up. If you have a smell to you, please do not do that. I'm a big bitch. It's a stereotype that come with big bitches saying that y'all stink. Hell fucking no, bitch. I smell like goddamn water and roses, okay? That's what the fuck I smell like. I don't, because I wash my ass, bitch, all right? So therefore, I expect you to wash your ass too, okay? And I'm talking about all sizes and all whoever, okay? Male, female. Most importantly, make sure your breath don't stink, because you ain't finna be in my face like this. Damn, I'm not trying to do that, okay? Because I will walk the fuck away, okay? Before I really embarrass you, I would just walk the fuck away. And second of all, most importantly, and this is all the stuff that I look for when I first see you. If your nails look like they have 10 years of slave caked up with dirt in them, you can walk the fuck away from me, okay? Do not do it. Avante, whatever the fuck your name is, listen. Get that shit fixed next time, okay? It is nothing wrong with going to soak your nails in some hot water, Alante, okay? And getting a fucking clip. They don't cost much. Get you a filer, probably $1 or $2 from the beauty supply. Hell, even Walgreens. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of these, all right? Get you one of these. You pop that bad boy open. You take this part right here, and you just go like this, okay? You make sure you get all that. You see that? Look at that. I'm giving you a tutorial. All that. Just get in there. Get in there. Get them cuticles too. Push them down. And I got to get that too. See? Get yourself good, okay? Don't come on TV or around nobody else with your dirt in your nails like that. That's disgusting, okay? And then I'm pretty sure you're putting that on your face, and then you probably wipe your ass with. Girl, ain't no telling what type of feces is up in the crack of the neck. Child, whatever. That just disturbs me. So he was mad. He was really mad. And he had every right to be. He looked like he was about to go fuck somebody up, and I said, "Oh, don't do that, don't do that." And so, they come across this girl named Sierra who hit them up and gave them phone number, whatever. They was like, they called the number and they was like, "Is this Nevaeh?" We already know, yes, this is really Catfish, but we know that Nevaeh is lying and all this shit. No, this ain't Nevaeh. This is Sierra. So if you want to meet, you can meet me at this place and I'll talk to y'all. So they go meet up, and it's this skinny girl that look like she about 12, okay, with all her edges undone, all right, and some red ass braids up here. I said, "You blooding it out up in this bitch?" Okay, you know. And she talking about some, I'm not Nevaeh, but I know Nevaeh, and I'm just here because I feel like I'm in the middle of all this, and she my friend, and she was just taking up for me and all this stuff, but she probably ain't gonna talk to y'all, but I can call her and get her to come down here and reveal herself to y'all and all that shit. They was like, "Okay, cool, go do that." Mind you, the place where they go meet at, it looked like an old abandoned building, the old lot and all that shit. It just looked like where the crackheads go play at. We got places like that out here in Chicago too, so that's how I know. Don't ask, I'm just saying, we rolled past them all the goddamn signs. So I was like, sometimes urban cities, inner cities, especially the hoods, they all look the damn same no matter what city they are. Okay, we all got the same type of spots. But anyway, she gets on the phone. Trust and believe, I thought she was faking on that phone, bitch. I thought Sierra was faking on the phone, and I was with Max and Nene talking about something. That's probably gonna be her. What if it her? Why can't it be really her? Because we had it one time when it was one girl that was faking like she wasn't the person, and come to find out she really was when they was already talking to her. Child, she get on that phone. She was like, "Yo, so Catfish in town." Yeah, I think it's time like you gotta reveal yourself. It's the game up, bitch. Game up. She was like, "All right." She said you could meet her at the park and she'll talk. I said, "Okay." I'm still sketchy about this too. Like, something about this just don't feel right. It just don't feel safe. Feel like I need a bulletproof vest on or some shit. Like she finna take out. It just didn't feel comfortable, okay? I felt that through the screen. I said, y'all better be careful. Cause Neve like to just run up on people and go into their houses and shit unsafe and shit. I said, y'all better take protection to that park or whatever. Child, they get to the park with Alante and they sitting there thinking about what's happening. They see somebody standing over there on the dock. They was like, "That's definitely a woman's body." Child, they get up there and who the fuck is it? It's fucking Erica. Who was Erica? The guy's sister. The one that said, "Yeah, bitch, it's a woman. It's a woman because the way that he be talking, I need them to go ahead and do this stuff to get closure because 8 years dragging this shit out." Bitch, you got some goddamn nerves, okay? You got your goddamn nerves. He was fucking over it. And they was like, what was the purpose? And Alante knew who Sierra was, knew that she was a little girl that liked him and had a little crush on him and all that stuff. To each his own. And, you know, he just like the little girl was a young bitch, okay? She wasn't my thing or nothing. I ain't had nothing to do with her. She had it in her mind that she wanted to get with me, but hey, I couldn't touch that. Okay, fine. So Erica come up there talking about that, and she said basically that it was all a setup, to try to make it seem like, well, Sierra trying to get with my brother, who, I'm telling you not to touch and not to fuck with, and I'm just trying to show her that, he out here talking to other bitches, so you ain't gonna be the only one. So that's where the Nevaeh thing come from. I said, bitch, what? That makes no goddamn sense. For 8 years, on and off. And so he walked away like, I ain't got time for this shit. You know what? Whatever. Max and Eve wasn't buying her bullshit either. So the next day they came and talked. And of course her thing is, you wanted to her whole thing is she was sticking by that story too. The little girl did want to get with him, but he wasn't trying to. But here go Erica talking about something. But see, this all started because let me tell you something. I already had the profile, right? I had the profile. That's something that me and my friends did when we was up in school or whatever. They boyfriend was fucking around or whatever, so I put the profile up there. Befriend they boyfriends to see if they'll take the bait and all this shit, cause it's a pretty girl up in there and all that stuff. And we just be catching niggas up and shit. That's what we be doing. But let me tell you something, fucking Alante. The reason why I did this shit to your ass is because I was dating your friend. Okay, you knew I remember when I was dating so and so, and you knew that motherfucker was a dog ass nigga, and you wouldn't even tell me. You wouldn't even tell me that he said, "Bitch, this shit ain't serious," and he don't see it going nowhere. You already knew that, and I'm thinking like, you my motherfucking brother. You would at least told me some shit like that, bitch. I mean, I'm your sis, so if some bitch was fucking around with you, and I heard her saying some shit like that, and she was playing games, I would have came and told you. I thought she would have did the same thing to me. Alante was like, I don't know what Tyler Perry ass show you been watching, but bitch, no. Okay? And on the one hand, I get where she coming from, because I ain't finna be, I'll warn my friend, like, if you wanna fuck around with this nigga that I know, or this bitch that I know that she a dog ass bitch and he a dog ass nigga, so, you taking chances, and you may or may not be what you want, because he a hoe, she a hoe. I'm just saying. Okay, sometimes you gotta warn them, and if they want to keep on going, let them. But, sometimes if you cool with parties and you don't want to, I don't know. It just a fuck. I get where she coming from, but to do that shit for 8 years, like, that's dumb as fuck. Like, that's. I said, do you really want him? She didn't want him, but she was liking the attention that she was getting from the girl being in the profile. And I said, please don't do no light versus dark stuff. And sure enough, she said, she tired of getting people saying, "Oh, you pretty for a dark skinned girl," or "You pretty for a chubby girl," or for this. And I said, oh, why can't I just, be pretty for myself? And, Nevaeh, her picture just exudes confidence and stuff like that. I said, oh my God, I cannot. This colorism, this color issue, especially for African American, it goes all the way back to slavery. And once again, it's something that was instilled in us from slavery, from white folks and all this other shit, from societal bullshit, and I I probably will never live to see the day that we overcome that, because we haven't overcome a lot of stuff. But we need to get that out of our minds, that regardless of what skin tone you are fucking beautiful. You are fucking worth it, okay? You ain't gotta do no shit like this, doing pulling stunts and shows. Bitch, you ain't the cutest, Erica. Let's be fucking honest. You ain't the cutest, okay? I ain't the cutest either, bitch. But you still out here pulling niggas. You pulling niggas, bitches. Okay, so why you hiding behind the goddamn profile? That was foul as fuck, bitch. I don't care what you say, And Alante was like, "Fuck you, bitch. Ain't no more friendship." Okay, and to be quite honest, I would have said the same thing, and I would have stood back. You fucked me over for 8 years. You saw me doing all this shit. Bitch, you was on the opposite line. Why would you play games with me? If we was really good friends and family, whatever, you should be woman enough to come to me and tell me what the fuck it is. You don't have to use no damn profile, fake ass profile, to do no shit like that to me. We family, right? We play cuz and all that shit. We don't do shit like that. We should be able to talk. No, you broke my trust. And if I can't trust you, I can't fuck with you. Okay? But, she got up. It was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you. And I think I just lost my best friend that I ever had. But, it is what it is. I'm gone. 5 months later, they kicking again. Okay? He had moved away, but he came back for his father's funeral, and he was staying at her house for the weekend. Come to find out, she fucking pregnant. Okay, I said, so you did all this shit and you still pulling niggas, girl. What's the point? And you ain't even want him. Like, they ain't even fucking. They ain't even friends with benefits, okay? Child, it wouldn't have been me. I couldn't have been so forgiving. I don't care if it was 5 months later. Listen, it's 2+ years later, and I still don't fuck with a bitch, because I just don't fuck with a bitch. Like, once you lose my trust, is over and done with, bitch. Over and done with. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'll see y'all later. Okay, I'm tired as fuck. This is the 4th review that I did tonight. All right, I'm gonna tell you something, VH1. Don't put that shit on back to back like that again, like you did today. You fucking try my nerves. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Peace.